Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chaos Gamers HD channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and our other videos prior to this video. Anyway, so here's the narration. Actually this game is this gameplay is okay. Alright. It's alright, it's decent from what I'm actually used to playing. So I've actually been playing Battlefield 4 a lot more, or much more, sorry. And right here you can see me trying to mess around with the settings a bit, and honestly, like, I probably would do so much better if I wasn't recording. Like, I do a lot better when I'm not recording, just because of the fact that it's like what was it, it's not laggy, so like sometimes it gets jittery and stuff like that when I'm trying to get a kill, so that's why I'm kind of like all over the place sometimes. But anyway, my thoughts on back to school. So, you know, obviously everyone, you know, is getting back to school and stuff like that, and they're getting in the groove of things. I literally just had just got out of school and wanted to record a video for you guys. And yeah, I mean, my thoughts on back to school is kind of pretty much the same as probably anybody else's. It's kind of weird. It's a little bit I don't know, it's a little bit awkward because you see all those people that, you know, you used to hang out with last year, and the thing is that sometimes, you know, they just kind of just almost like treat you like they're not like they don't know you that much, or like they don't know you. And like, I guess that's like the new like mentality that, you know, sophomores are having. And you know, they're like, I don't know, they're kind of like just pretend like they didn't really talk to you that last year, or like they never knew you. And it's kind of a little bit weird for the first day, I guess you could say. I mean, there's obviously familiar faces and stuff like that. That was really cool to see. And I mean, this is like exactly like a prime example of the he got blown away. This is a prime example of why I said that I'm kind of a little bit all over the place. It's just because I'm used to like not recording and just playing the game, and it's a little bit weird when you get a little bit of like, you know, that lag and stuff like that. So it's like it kind of catches you off guard. It's a little bit more difficult to play, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. Anyway, so so it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit awkward getting like back to knowing the people that you used to hang out with and stuff like that, but at the same time it's really nice because you get to see all your old teachers that you liked and stuff like that last year, and you get to meet new teachers and stuff, and it's alright. It's, you know, it's the first day of school, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's just like, oh, I want to go back to summer or stuff like that. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I love work. I love doing work and stuff like that. It's like my favorite thing to do. So you know, by me being able to do work every day, it's not a bad thing. I don't mind it. And you know, school is, you know, I love furthering my education and everything that I can possibly do. So right now I'm actually in chemistry and geometry, and I'm actually really excited for that. And I know geometry, you guys are like, oh, I'm probably in algebra 2, or when I was 15 I was in. It doesn't really make a difference. I just did not give a shit when it came to testing for the for like getting in. And let me give you a little bit of background on that. Alright, so you guys get to know like me a little bit more. Middle school I was a really bad kid. I shouldn't say I was a really bad kid, but you know, I was disrespectful to a lot of people and a lot of teachers, and I just didn't really care. It's just because, you know, when you're, you know, when you are brought up around the, you know, people that, you know, share the same mentality, you don't really just tend to give a crap about anything. Honestly, that's kind of how things go a bit. You just don't really care, and that's kind of the mentality that what was it, that was just like bestowed upon me, and kind of made me feel like that, and that I should not care, or you know, not respect any of the teachers that I had, or any of my peers and stuff that, you know. So I was a bad kid back in middle school. So things that are a little bit more different is when I went into high school, I was like, okay, that's kind of not the person that I want to be. It's not the person that I am. I'm a respectful kid, and I want to, you know, keep it that way. You know, I like being, you know, treated with respect, so why not give respect back to people that I expect respect from? And if that makes any sense. But you know, it's kind of, you know, my best advice to incoming freshmen and stuff like that, if you were a bad kid in middle school, if you were like me, disrespectful to all the teachers and stuff like that, and just didn't give a rat's ass about what happened, I think you guys should definitely smarten up, because high school is, you know, colleges and stuff like that, and just future opportunities don't really look at your middle school grades or elementary grades. So I mean, middle school doesn't really make a difference, but high school makes a huge difference. And you know, getting all those you know, getting a lot of written up slips and stuff like that doesn't make you look good as a you know, student. And that's just kind of, you know, how it kind of goes a bit. And that's just my biggest advice to all you incoming freshmen going into high school and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I changed. I changed up my act, and it was for the better, honestly. I like it, like actually, I like it when I changed my act, because it was different. It was nice to get respect from teachers and stuff like that, and I'm not known as the bad kid. I'm not known as the kid that needs to be more, be more respectful and stuff like that. So it's nice, and it's definitely awesome, because when you earn respect from people, it's the best thing ever, because you earn that, your place in their respect list, I guess you could say. So it's definitely a great thing, great feeling as well, to feel respected by people that and there are obviously some people that just don't really give a rat's ass about anybody, and that's kind of, you can't really help those people, but the best thing you can do is try and be nice and stuff like that. So you're not known as the kid that was an asshole to everybody out. You're known as the person that's that respects people and respects who they are. And another big advice to everybody out there is, don't always hang out with the popular crowd, because they're not all that, honestly. They're the same type of people that you're gonna hang out in middle school, and you're gonna change your act into not giving a rat's ass about anybody, and that's not the mentality that you want when coming into high school. So it's kind of how I feel about the situation. I definitely want to get better at not get better, but I'm definitely happy with the person that I've become, and it's a gratifying feeling when you actually work so hard to get to that point, and you actually make it. So when you leave high school and you graduate and stuff like that, you're the person that respected everybody. Oh yeah, and my biggest advice: don't always hang out with the popular kids, but also you can hang out with the popular kids sometimes, but just don't follow in their footsteps. And what I mean by that is, there are a lot of popular kids that are actually really cool and I hang out with and stuff like that, but I don't share the same feeling towards them as they have, or the same mentality, and I'm not going to let that brush on me. And that's me as a person. That's who I am. And I can't really force you guys to turn into anybody. I mean, it's just my biggest advice is to change who you are as a person. And if you are just that person that just doesn't give a rat's ass, I apologize, but that's not going to get you anywhere in life. Actually being respectful and stuff like that will get you places. It'll give off the, oh, he's actually a really good, well put together person. And that I love when I get compliments like that. Oh, you seem very, put together for a 15-year-old, and you seem very well gathered and stuff like that. And it's really gratifying to actually get that sort of feedback, because I want to be that person. I want to be the person that I guess that people look up to, and that it has worked. People do look up to me and stuff like that. They also look up to me for getting girls and stuff like that, but that's a totally different situation. I'll explain that in the next voiceover. And that's pretty much my biggest advice to anybody that's becoming a freshman this year, and they're going into high school and stuff like that. And that's a big thing. High school is a very fun. You can make high school fun. Okay, you can hang out with the people and stuff like that, and I don't know. Another big thing about me is people like is that I'm actually I don't hang out with just the popular kids. I hang out with everybody, every group of people, because it's I'm not going to judge you as a person for what you like and what you decide to do with your life. I judge you as how you treat me and how you treat others. And bullies, I don't stand up for them. I don't hang out with bullies or anything like that. I hang out with people that are actually going to make a difference in my life and make an impact. And a lot of the people that you so-called friends at the moment, sometimes down the line it's not going to actually work out a long-term friendship. But there are some people that are actually going to stick by you throughout high school, and that's just from personal experience. I've known this kid for 9 years, and me and him were great friends and stuff like that, and it just ended in an instant. Just the simplest little thing ended our 9-year friendship, and that happens. It don't feel discouraged when it does, because if it was meant to be, it was meant to be, and that's kind of how it is. It's the best way for me to explain that is, if it was meant to be, it was meant to be, and let it be. Don't always go after people and stuff like that, because that's not going to be the best thing ever. It's not the best thing for you, not the best thing for everybody else. It's it's good when, and this is the part that really got me. I was actually the final kill, and I'm actually what made us lose the game. if you guys like, look at this right here. All right, wait for it. Boom. 99 to 100. Your team lost. I'm the last person that got killed, and I feel so bad. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.